Will can't hear the intro music.
Oh, yeah. I guess same
That
thing as last week
that's
where
okay.
you can't hear anything.
Okay, well, music's going.
I'm totally
Don't
gonna
talk.
hold
Oh,
that thing
hey,
up. Oh, wow.
welcome to Talking Fail. No, don't cut to that shot. Dang it. Okay. Uh, I'm your host this week, as I apparently always am, Tyler. With me in the studio doing all the switching and someone who I'll be yelling at a lot during the show is Mills, the other Tyler.
I mess up a lot. A lot.
So yeah, I put him in the big boy chair to try things out. Off site is our London correspondent Will. How are you doing, Will?
Is the intro music done yet?
Almost.
You got about another 20 seconds.
I love how we put Mills in charge, and within like 2 seconds, he's already messed up.
That's how it always goes.
Well, now we have somebody to blame, and I won't feel bad about it. So
Is that why you always put me on as director? Is that why?
I do feel like though it would be nice if I had like a mouse that I could just a third mouse that's hooked up to your whole streaming system that I could just take over and switch, like just override Mills for a second. You know,
what?
I've like switched to the 3-shot air.
Next time I'll just bring a magic mouse.
Okay.
Then you're stuck doing that.
Well, I've got. Never mind. We won't deal with this later. So, Will, last week you joined us live from France.
Very true.
You are now live from London, England.
Which is an hour behind France.
So-
So that means instead of getting up at 5, I get up at 4 in the morning to come talk to you guys.
It's a good thing that this
Yeah.
is not a normal weekly thing for you, because that would probably suck.
Yeah, it probably would suck. And it would drastically affect how much I drink on the podcast. Because I can really only take like 3 or 4 beers now.
Well, and also, I feel like I need to comment that our other two normal full-time hosts who have been doing this podcast with us for like 2 or 3 years are not here again, and they both are in California.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, oh yeah. Arthur's in San Francisco. He can't make it.
But there's like a time change
Yeah,
thing
there's
that's
a time
kind of
difference.
difficult.
Yeah, whatever. So, thank you, Will, for committing to joining us. Unlike
Yes.
some people who we won't name.
Those who shall not be named.
Yeah.
If they were tied for number 1, they would still be, trying to
that's
fight
the
to
other
get on
thing is
this.
that Will's keeping track of how many episodes he's been on and how many episodes I've been on, and right now we're tied. So
Congratulations, Mills, on 8.
yeah. I don't want to offer. I don't want to talk about this in front of Mills, but maybe we should talk about like is he kind of a host, like special guest host? Like
That would be funny if he finally gets like tied or overtakes Anna, and then we make him an actual host, and now all of a sudden he's the worst host in attendance.
I mean, if he does go to host, then there's a little bit of an expectation that if both you and I can't make it to the show, that he would have to do the show himself and maybe schedule a guest or two on his own.
The same expectation that's put on Arthur and Ethan.
Yeah, exactly. We want to be fair with this.
Wait. Does it mean I don't have to actually show up at that point?
Oh yeah,
That's when Mills stops appearing.
Yeah, once you're a host, then you don't have to show up anymore. That's how it works apparently. That's the trend. So sorry, but back to the thing that
We sound so bitter.
every week I'm a little bit more bitter about this whole thing.
I'm just making it worse.
So Will, how is England?
It is. It's pretty good.
Cool.
It's
So how many-
colder than America.
True. Yeah. How long have you been in England? And you're in London, right?
Oh boy, like 4 or 5 days.
Okay, so a solid amount of time.
Mhm. Has anything happened?
Yeah, has anything happened? Tell me a story. I want to dance for me, monkey.
Okay, so we're basically just walking everywhere
That's how it works.
because one, I don't want to risk driving,
Sure.
going down the right side of the road on crashing.
I would want to do it once just to see how messed up my brain would be.
Yeah, I already am having moments where just crossing the street is hard. I like look back and forth like 4 times just to make sure I'm looking the right way. And so like we're going to see all kinds of like sights basically by just walking.
Mhm.
You know, we're in a pretty good location where everything's pretty much just a mile or less that we wanted to see.
Yeah, and Europe
And
is known for its public transit. It's better than the U.S. from what I remember.
yeah,
So
Huh. That's pretty nice.
there's
Where is
the
that located?
tube.
the
You can
tube.
take the tube.
Did you take the
Oh,
tunnel, the channel, to get to England, or did you have to
what's the
just fly
tube?
on an airplane?
We went on the Eurostar, which I think goes under in a tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that goes in the tunnel.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Neat.
And it also rains a little more often here. So it was raining one of the days, and we were gonna go see Big Ben,
Okay. So, but you couldn't
which
see it.
was basically just me. Every time I saw a clock on the way there, I was like, "Hey, is that it?" And my wife's like, "No, that's
Stop it.
totally not it."
What's the name of the tower that Big Ben is in?
Big
Because
Benson?
Big
I don't
Ben is
know.
the clock. It's not the actual tower. Everybody thinks it's a tower.
Hey, you know what the tower is that Big Ben is in?
I'm pulling up.
Yeah, that's a firm I don't know from over here.
According to Wikipedia, and you can do the thing now where you can put it up live. Um, so it's in Elizabeth Tower, according to Wikipedia.
Elizabeth Tower, huh?
Yes.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
all right, switch away.
No, I'm just gonna leave it out here.
All right. Cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we're walking in the rain toward Big Ben, and it's like over a half hour walk there, and it's like super windy. Mm. And we're getting close, and I like point at another clock, and I'm like, "Is that it?" And she's like, "No, that's not it. That doesn't look like it at all." And I'm like, "Are you sure? We're pretty close. That might be it." And she's like, "No, that looks nothing like it." And then like we round the corner finally after walking for like 35 minutes, and we're there, and Big Ben is just like completely covered in construction work.
Oh God. Are you serious? What the... Oh, that is the worst. Oh, did, did an alien spaceship hit it? I mean, are the pig people back?
I think we just it came at a bad time. It's like it was just like other than the clock face, the entire thing was just covered in like scaffolding.
Oh my. God damn.
And then we have to then we have to
Well, not while you're talking. Don't.
but then we have to get the walk home in the rain and the wind. It defeated.
Wait. So, I mean, you didn't like Google. I guess I wouldn't have either. Have like checked to see if there's giant scaffolding in front of Big Ben. I guess I wouldn't. I wouldn't have thought to check.
I mean, it's just like with Disneyland. I always check and see what rides are going to be
Okay, well that's Disneyland. There's you don't expect to when you're the big show is a giant tower that has a clock on it. You don't just go. You don't go into it and go, oh well, man. Hope there's nothing blocking the giant tower that has a
on.
clock on it. However, when you go to Disneyland, there's a little bit of an expectation that a ride might be down or two.
Yeah, I expect like half the park to be down at any given time.
Well, I mean, but I wouldn't expect the Big Ben. Um, so, cool. Yeah. Well, you'll think you're about to talk.
Oh, another little detail over here is if you order lemonade at a restaurant, lemonade is just Sprite.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mills, the Apple headphones that I was. Thanks.
Those ones?
Sorry. Mid show
Yeah,
technical things. Ignore me.
lemonade is just Sprite.
Okay, that's interesting.
So Lemonade is just Sprite? That's a little weird. I mean,
Yeah.
What is Sprite?
The Sprite over here? Yeah, that's what I was curious about.
Oh, so you
Probably just a lemony drink. The Mountain Dew bottles are different over here. I wish I still had one,
yeah,
but
way to go.
it's like you know how I don't know. It's like way more neon green,
Hmm.
neat.
and I think it's like the sugar-free recipe or something because it tastes different too.
Well, there are a couple of chemicals that they can't use over there that they can use here.
Oh, yeah, that's not concerning.
I mean, it's just the cancerous ones that they don't use over
I
there,
mean, it's
right?
just yellow 5. It's
That's what makes it taste so
The
good.
yellow five. It's so
it.
I can taste the cancer.
Why don't they put that on the bottle?
One quick thing. If you are joining us live on Twitch, there's four of us. I guess two of us technically. But if you want to comment or something, using the chat, we can. I've got it pulled up in front of me, so I can respond to things in real time. But
Who's the fourth person?
I don't know, because I mean it's me and Will, and then are you on it?
Ooh, no.
Okay, good. That means there's two people. We got two. Okay. Hi, two people. Um, so, do we want to play a game? I know Will.
Yeah,
Is,
I can play a game. I've got a new game
Games.
yeah,
actually.
you've got a new game, Will. What do you got for us?
Um, Will the travel guru over here has been expanding his mind, and I've learned a lot of British slang over here. And I thought we would play basically Urban Dictionary, but just with British slang that I've heard.
Okay. Do
Oh, this is the first time going with the will game.
Also a quick shout out. Oddly normal one in Twitch chat just said hi. So
Ooh.
hi.
Awesome.
Mill, are you going to keep
Hello.
track of score, Will, or do you want one of us to?
I've got a little pad,
Okay.
and
Cool. I will trust
So-
your scoring system
Are you
as you trust
gonna
me.
put it on your forehead, and because normally we kind of have it like on the wall?
Well, I put it on the wall afterwards at the end of the round.
Sadly-
will get up and put it on the wall behind him.
That's 10 feet behind him. Yeah. All right. Well, go for it,
sadly,
Will.
these are not post-its. They're just
Hotel.
they're not sticky.
All right. Whatever.
You got tape?
Let's just play the game, Mills. Let's.
No, I didn't bring a roll of tape with me,
I
Mills.
would have thought you would have. Come on, who doesn't bring a roll of tape?
We
just-
Mills.
every
We'll save
person
it for the
always has a
post.
roll of
We'll
tape.
save it for the meeting after the show.
Okay, sounds good.
So, Will, yeah.
I'm not even sure if you can bring tape with you on a plane anymore, with how regulations are.
Not gaff tape.
All right. Well, let's play the game before Mills gets distracted by gaff tape.
So it's basically the same rules as our Urban Dictionary game, where I present you with a word that you probably don't know the meaning of, and you have to supply me with the definition. And it's usually really hard to get them correct.
Okay.
So a correct answer is worth 2 points, and
A funny
If-
answer is worth
1 point. Yes.
All right.
So the first one we're gonna use here is it's called chuffin. Chuffin.
You know,
Chuffin.
I was going to make a point to brag about how growing up, I watched a lot of Monty Python and Blackadder and Jeeves and Wooster and all these classic British TV shows. So I will probably be able to just knock out all of these things, and then I get hit with this one. And I got Chuffin. All right, are we taking turns? Do you want?
It's a dinging system, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, Tyler.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say my own name to buzz in. So Chuffin is crap. I don't know why I buzzed in if I didn't have one locked in. But
That's the essence of improv, Tyler. You don't have to be ready. You
don't
just
have-
need to start
you don't have to be
talking.
ready. You don't have to be right. Just start talking. Something will happen. All you gotta do is filibuster until you come up with a good idea. No. So a chuffin, I'm gonna say it's a F word equivalent.
Okay.
Not funny, and it's probably not even correct. But I'll submit that. Mills, what do you got, chuffin?
Ding. I think it's more like saying that you're pissed. You're just pissed off.
Okay.
Steaming.
All right. You're really effing chuffing.
Yeah.
All right.
So wait.
One's the F
Okay.
word, the other one's
Okay, like you're angry or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Mills, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the bonus point
Huh.
because Tyler got it correct.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chuffin
Yeah.
to mean good, great, like flippin' heck. Life is good. Like all the examples I've seen is like as a a replacement for a word like freaking or flippin'.
We did have audience submission. A chuffin is a chalky puffin. I feel like that even I guess that deserves a point.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one does. That's
Okay,
an audience point.
watch Twitch has now 1 point. Subtracting away Mills's 1 point.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm losing to the audience.
Oh man, yeah, we might have a new guest on our hands. One thing, Mills, could you on the audio for the desktop audio just bring it down a hair?
For the desktop audio?
Yeah. Nope, on the mixer. Yep, that slider right there. Just bring it down a little bit. Just watch it in case it hits red. So all right, next word, Will.
The next word is melt.
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 Milt.
Milt?
MELT.
Oh, so melt. But I'm assuming they pronounce it melt or something.
No, it's just melt.
Melt. Oh, okay.
But
Whatever.
what would that be? Melt.
See, I can only think of like the actual American, like melted cheese.
It is not melted cheese, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I guessed as much because that would be a really dumb
Yeah.
game if it was just a regular. Well, the English version, the UK version is the same as the American version. It's just
Would you like to use it in a sentence?
sure if you
Please do.
if you can give us that.
Shut up, you melt.
So it's a derogatory. It's something you call someone when you're angry. All right, I'll say that it's someone who. Sorry, ding ding to Tyler.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, I gotta
Get that
make sure.
ding in there.
Yeah. So it's someone who I'll say it is an American who travels to England and does things that are basically like it drives on the wrong side of the road for England, because he's used to driving it on the other side because he's from America. Things like that where
Are you calling your brother a melt?
I might be depending on
You're
how this
calling
works.
Your brother a melt, aren't you?
So and we do have this audience submission, but I feel like we should. I'll reveal that after.
Yes, I will read the audience
Okay,
submission.
Okay. I will watch Twitch. If you were going to play this seriously, I would say just give us one submission.
That is one submission,
Oh,
Tyler.
it is. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like
I didn't
fawning
actually-
over somebody, a guy who melts over a guy or a
yeah,
girl.
well, don't say it until after Mills goes.
Oh, sorry. Well, you
Well-
can't use that one, Mills. Or
I mean,
that wasn't the answer. That was Watch Twitch's answer.
well,
Just to be clear.
I'm at 0. Great.
No, that's Watch Twitch's answer. I did not read the actual answer.
actual answer. He's trying to distract me from actually thinking it's the actual answer.
You see, now you're playing too many mind games. You just need to just put all that aside. That's why I didn't want to read it until after you.
Thank you, Will.
Was that what you were going to answer?
No. I mean, it's derogatory, so I mean, it's
Well, I mean, dude, you melt over every girl you see. Like, come on, man, you're such a melt. Like,
You're really selling me on how good Watch Twitch's answer is.
Dang it! Taking myself out of points.
It's another word for calling someone a little shit.
All right, well, now I gotta check the explicit box on a few things.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Didn't
man?
we have
Come
to
on.
do that last time?
Yeah. All right.
Shouldn't it just be automatically pressed?
No, not always. All right. Well,
So wait, what was Tyler's answer again?
it is a derogatory term for like an American who
Okay,
comes
yeah,
over.
yeah,
You know,
okay.
expect it's the same thing of like, you're in America. Why don't you speak English?
Mine's like a
All
weird
right.
shit.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give the bonus point to Tyler. That was a decently funny answer. And our audience member got it completely correct.
What?
Yeah, you see? Do you
Okay.
see?
All right.
Another phrase that you can use is like you're a melt boy. Like
Okay.
it's,
You
yeah,
get off the
you
Twitch
like
chat for now until this game is over.
Okay. I'll tab over to another window, and you can see my screen, and then.
You know what? I'm going to double check this.
All right. See, those are my notes. You can't look at those.
Whoops.
suck it, Tyler.
Oh, thanks. Also preface. Never mind. All right. Well, what's the next word, Will?
Let's go with Bants.
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 And just to clarify, it doesn't actually affect the game. Are these all words that you've heard during your trip, or are these things you've researched?
The majority of them are ones I've heard. A couple of
Okay.
them I just had to look up other words to fill out the
Okay.
game.
Okay, just curious.
Whoa.
What happened to your camera there, Will?
Will?
Okay.
For a second there, I thought we lost him.
All right.
I almost died. I went through a tunnel and I lost reception, guys.
No,
Oh, I'm losing reception again.
Another tunnel.
All
I
right,
guess
so-
I guess my wife needs to go get something that's behind me, and she doesn't want to be on camera.
okay.
So I
Why
guess
don't you cut away, Mills, for a minute?
yeah. Sorry about
just
that,
go to the
guys.
studio one. Okay. Because in the studio, both of us.
Oh yeah, there's
All right. So, Will, what is the word again?
Bants.
Bants.
Is it safe? Is it safe to go back?
We'll just wait for him to tell us when it's safe.
Yes, it's safe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Bants. All right, I'll ding in again. Ding ding. All right. It's a dance routine that is performed by a band. So, you got like your marching bands, you've got if there's like a rock band who maybe they're more on the glam side of things, with the glam rock, and they have got like a routine where they're kind of doing the dances. I would categorize baby metal. Some of their live performances, I would say, are very bancy.
Like chocolate?
No, baby metal.
Yeah.
Oh, you listen to Baby Metal?
I've watched some baby metal.
Oh yeah. I like Baby Metal.
Yeah, so good.
Yes,
I can't understand a single word of what they're saying, but it's
They said,
sound-
"Give me chocolate."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's chocolate.
Okay, fine. That's the reference that he was making. All right.
He didn't even recognize chocolate, the English part.
The
like
one
their
English part.
most-
that's how
That's their,
committed
like,
I am to
most
that music
popular
band.
song.
Mills.
Oi, this one I've gotten bad at. I mean, I wish we were back on Urban Dictionary.
Hmm.
This
Sorry.
is different. This is very different.
Okay. Well.
Okay, so Bants.
Take your time.
I just saw the Twitch
can think
submission.
of-
Oh boy, I can't wait.
All I can think of is just bears in pants.
Ah, dude, that sounds awesome.
Bears in pants. Pants.
All right, dude, I'm all for that one. Like,
Man,
if
these
that
were
gets-
all really good.
If that gets the arbitrary point, Mills, I won't be mad. Good job.
Okay,
Um,
good then.
So I'm gonna read out the audience submission now. The watch Twitch or it could be watch Twatch. Says a band of monkeys named Lance,
Nice.
which is a good one.
That is
That's a very good one.
one.
Nobody got the correct answer,
Oh,
which
okay.
was an oddly long streak of getting the correct answer. It is a abbreviated or shortened version of banter.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
quick, witty exchange. Remarks with others. So I'm gonna give the bonus point to Bear Pants over there.
Okay. Is that
Good job.
Congratulations, Mills.
bear pants?
But audience was a close second.
And a close third is
Well, I already gave one to Mills.
fair enough. Next word. I know when I'm defeated.
right.
I think we got the title.
I know when I'm defeated.
So the next word is ledge. Ledge.
Ding.
Okay, Mills.
Like a ledger.
A ledger,
Yeah.
like a heath.
No. Well.
Okay,
funny,
so Mills is down for successful actors dying of overdose.
like a written ledger.
Like, yeah.
Oh, like the Dark Knight script.
What do I feel like he was just waiting for this? I mean,
All right. Ledge. I will say, oh, ding ding. I will say that it is a very popular, however, it's kind of a tabloid, British newspaper. The Ledge.
the ledge.
Tabloid. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of awkward. Watch Twatch got it right.
Oh.
Oh.
It's short for legend.
Ah,
Oh,
man. So,
yeah.
Watch Twitch is solidifying themselves as a ledge in this show. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Mills the bonus point for the funny Heath Ledger thing.
Man, I'm not doing too hot on this.
Am I catching up?
Yeah, what's the
Finally?
score?
Okay, the score going into the last round is Tyler 3, Mills 3, audience member 5.
Watch Twitch. Do you have a name?
Okay, this is the last round, and it's worth double
Okay.
as always.
Oh my.
So
So,
last word
chance-
is Bagsy.
Pegsy.
Bagsy.
Ding ding.
Okay.
Banksy's not as popular or artistic little brother, Bagsy.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't know. Bagsy.
Our audience member has clarified the name is Watch Twatch.
Okay, sorry.
Watch Twatch.
My bad. I read it real quick as Twitch, so
The Watch Twatch.
I officially apologize.
That is like the most awesome name ever for Twitch. It is hilarious.
All right, Mills, what's your submission?
Oh my.
I would say,
Bagsy.
Mills, I think you got a good chance at being the funniest one.
Oh, thanks.
Oh. It is Hmm.
Because I already answered, I did just switch over to the chat, and I have a comment on our on Watch Twatch's answer, but I'll wait till after Mills.
I'm gonna go with it was Frodo's nickname as a child.
Oh, okay.
Bagsy.
So wait, what did you say, Mills?
Frodo's nickname as a child. Bagsy.
Okay. Okay.
Not Baggins, because he ain't no
And
Baggins.
All right.
And then Watch Twatch's answer. Well,
Watch Twatch says Banksy, but British, which is kind of close to Tyler, but
isn't
it's different enough.
isn't Banksy already British? I know they're
I have
anonymous.
nobody knows Tyler.
I just
Nobody
I thought-
knows who
I
he
thought-
is.
I thought Banksy was British.
One of us could be Banksy.
I am Banksy.
I'm Banksy.
This is getting scary.
Oh, he
No, wait, if
he didn't do the Spartacus thing that we were setting up. What if Watch Twatch was Banksy?
I'm starting to think Watch Twatch might just be British.
Well, or there's the low bar of maybe more cultured than Mills and I, which is a low bar.
I'm a very uncultured swine, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'm plebeian scum.
I've only left the U.S. once, so not a lot.
According to Wikipedia, Banksy is an England-based art street artist. So I mean,
Yeah, Watch Twatch
Anonymous.
beat you to it.
oh,
He
okay,
already said that, Tyler.
fine.
Why don't you catch
Carry
up?
on. Carry on.
Boy, I gotta give the arbitrary point to Mills. Because audience member just said Banksy pretty much. And what did you say, Tyler?
Well, I said Banksy's not his talented little brother.
Oh.
Bags.
I'm going to give it to Mills because he said childhood nickname. And I see the word children in the actual
Oh,
So is he getting a correct answer or an arbitrary?
arbitrary.
Okay,
because it's not
because
close
it's
enough.
closest. Got it. Okay.
But it's worth 2 because
Right,
it's the
'cause it's
double
double.
point round.
so you're
So
now
the
tied.
I've tied with Twitch.
All right, cool. As long as somebody who's a normal person on the show that I know is at least tied or wins this game, that's
Okay.
important to me.
the actual definition,
'Cause I just don't want a
is-
stranger to win this.
one of the first words learned by children throughout the British Isles. Shouting Bagsy is a way of staking claim on something, kind of like the equivalent of calling shotgun.
Okay,
Huh.
so it's British dibs.
Yeah,
And a successful
dibs.
Bagsy is legally binding in an English court of law. Not really.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, that's
That'd be hilarious.
England's weird. But, all right, so
Um,
so
I'd
that
be
but
I
going
guess
Bagsy all
I got-
over the place.
yeah. I guess I don't want to end this on a tie because
Oh, we gotta do
Mills and
tiebreaker.
Watch
Mills.
Twatch.
all right. So I guess I'm not really in the running, but I want to make sure Mills wins.
If you
because-
get it right, you can win.
Yeah, because this one's still worth double points, right?
I don't know, whatever you guys. I'll just comment.
So the last word is barmy. BARMY.
Burmy.
Barmy,
Barmy.
Barmy.
So, I mean,
Switch away. So.
let's see. Burmy. There's. I think Burmy's something like that feeling you get when you go into a hobbit hole. A Burmy.
Like this. Oh man, this Hobbit hole's really barmy. Really feels
Yeah.
kind of barmy.
You guys loving the Lord of the Rings today.
You're in England.
You're in England, yeah. It makes sense.
They filmed it in New Zealand.
Shush.
The guy who wrote it is from England.
I mean,
There's-
a berm
There's
is...
an American actor in it.
Okay,
And how many English actors are in it?
whatever. We don't need to get in this. We're playing a game. Burmy. No, I mean the berm part of the word does make sense in your
Yeah.
answer. No, so
It's barmy,
barmy. Oh, okay.
Oh,
not Burmy.
Never mind. You're screwed.
well,
Mills.
yeah, I just screwed myself.
Yeah.
You can change your answer. It's okay. In
we-
fact, you
we
should
s-
change your answer, Mills.
if we're still waiting,
Seriously,
if we're
change
still
your-
waiting for Watch to Watch
Is
to
it
answer,
because he got it
then-
right? He got it right, didn't he?
It's because you didn't get it right, Mills.
That's sad.
Are we still waiting for Watch to Watch to answer?
Barmy.
No, I'm looking at it and I
Okay.
see his
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
I'm
And
going
Tyler,
to
you
go
can
with
answer.
a.
All right. Can I want to submit an answer, but I don't want it to count.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's not in the spirit of the game. Barmy is what you say when you come to you walk into the pub, and you walk up to that counter and you go, Barmy. You know, it's a
Oh, like
give me my
beer me?
Like give me my usual. I'm at the
Barmy.
bar. I'm
Okay.
Barmy. Come on.
Yeah, that's
You know,
a good one.
but now Mills can't take it. I
I
guess.
mean, I was going to go something along the lines of barmaiden, but
I mean,
yeah. I mean, it could be you calling over a barmaiden.
All right.
When you're drunk.
Is that your final answer?
Calling over a barmaiden when you're drunk. Yep.
All right.
Go with that.
Congratulations to Watch Twatch on winning the game.
crap.
He got the answer right.
Yes, he got the correct answer, which earned him a hefty 4 points.
Yikes. All right. Well,
So the correct answer,
What is
which Watch Twatch said means you're crazy. It means like somebody's calling you bonkers, you know,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's a good one.
crazy. So yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So congratulations, Watch Twatch.
I guess
Twat.
I posted the link for this stream in a few different
Literally
places.
just been saying what I've been thinking.
I posted the link in a few different places and on Twitter and stuff. So I don't know who Watch to Watch is, but if you want to let us know, maybe we can have a new guest or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, be
Yeah,
entertaining.
you won the game. I think it might earn you a potential guest spot. You know,
Do you need?
Or if that's not your
need a
thing, don't
trophy?
worry.
yeah, whatever.
We should
I'm
just
not.
get
No,
a trophy.
no. Stop it. You stop committing to things. I'm not mailing it. I'm not making a trophy and then mailing it out.
No, we don't mail it out. We'd put their name on the trophy,
Uh-huh.
and then at the end of the show, we put it up on the wall.
I can commit to a sticky note. How about that? On
How
the wall.
about like an award, like the Arter of the Week?
I never.
The
liked that word,
Arter
but-
of the Week.
All right. So
That's an old reference for anyone. Go back
None of
like
us-
100 episodes.
yeah, good luck with that. So
I
cool.
haven't watched that episode in a long time.
No one has.
Well, that concludes my my game. So if you have any other topics, Tyler's.
Tyler's. The Council of Tylers acknowledges your transfer of the segment.
We should transfer to Tyler.
Okay. So
Mills, we recognize you on the Council of Tylers, but we do not grant you the rank of Tyler.
What?
that's outrageous.
Take a seat, young Mills.
I may have been the second, all right? I'm not the first, but I'm the second.
All right. So one thing that I guess current events, the new Doom Eternal trailer came out today. Will, you watched it before the show. Mills, you have not seen it yet.
No, I haven't.
If you want, I can play it. I guess we'll talk over it, and you won't be able to hear.
Yeah.
But
The music is pretty dope, though.
oh, music's always pretty dope. So
Yeah.
I'm playing it now. If you wanna put it
18.
on the stream. I guess you can hear it. But yeah, did you play the first one, the last Doom 2016?
I played the original. Three-fourths to half of the original Doom.
Okay. So I mean, this is obviously it's the same company more. I'm trying to make it so it's.
Okay.
I don't want to get takedowns and stuff. too. I don't even know if that works, but no, yeah, this is the same company that makes the made Doom 2016, frantic, crazy shooter. I traditionally play like more like SWAT style, where you kind of creep around corners and pick
Yeah.
people off from before they see you, kind of thing. But this is definitely not that. This is rush bad guys, shoot them, jump on them, rip their heads off, and I really enjoyed it.
I
So
surprisingly
I'm looking forward to
enjoyed
this.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm more of like a run and gun guy, so the game I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah. But apparently, from what I've heard, not only do you get to fight, hell and the demons, but that one like lady that they were showing, I believe is supposed to be an angel. So you bring the fights to heaven as well.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna be
Wait.
funny.
I thought this had to deal with just aliens.
No. That's the whole
Oh
thing.
yeah, it's hell.
Yeah, it's that
Portal to Hell opens on Mars.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was a little kid and I would watch my dad play it, he would be like, "Oh yeah, those are aliens."
Yeah,
So that way,
that's how it was explained to me when I was
mom wouldn't get my dad in trouble.
But didn't you watch the movie, Mills?
I did not watch the movie because I saw it as being absolutely horrendous.
It was.
It's got The Rock.
Yeah, that was part of what made it horrendous.
Okay, well, I've come around on The Rock. I mean, Scorpion King Rock.
Now-
Scorpion King The Rock is pretty bad, but that wasn't The Rock's fault. Now, Jumanji.
Jumanji Rock, yeah, that's good. I think everything with The Rock, everything after he played the football player in the daddy, like his daughter.
Oh,
Disney
there's like
movie.
with the rundown. Is that the one you're talking about, or is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
but
no,
after
yeah.
that, it started getting good,
Mhm.
except for when
Mhm.
he's playing in Fast and the Furious, because his acting in that is so bad,
Well,
so
I-
bad.
I feel like that's just how the director wants the movie to be, is like ultra cheese
yeah, I think that's the style.
to the max.
That's what you're buying into when you buy a ticket.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
And
true.
Carl Urban is in that movie too.
yeah, he plays he's the main Doom guy, or the main
Oh.
character.
I might have to actually watch it.
It's it's at least watching for the first person segment.
Yeah,
Just watch the first
they did a
person
good job,
segment.
and the problem is that's like the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So what
It
you're
is
saying
pretty
you watched
bad.
The entire movie.
So I mean, it's not great. It's bad, but I'm glad that I watched it the one time, and I'm never gonna
Yeah.
go back to it. But yeah. But
There's
Doom the
the-
game. It's great. I'm excited.
Oh, they have a Netflix series for Doom, too.
I think it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
And I've heard that it's not great or even good.
So I'm
but
not gonna watch it.
Just following
I-
the tradition of Doom
want to.
movies.
I kind of want to. Yeah. Well, I also want to follow my tradition of watching bad Doom movies and then never seeing them again. So
Just to
no,
say-
watching the
yeah.
I'm watching the trailer and it looks like it was made maybe 2 years after the movie in 2005.
I think it was very
it looks
low
pretty
budget.
low budget.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Doom Annihilation, which
Just pick a one word
is it a sequel?
descriptor.
Is it a sequel to the movie Annihilation, which was also great? I mean, bad.
You loved it, didn't you?
No, I hated Annihilation. We had a whole episode on it. I didn't.
You loved it secretly. I know it.
It's got the port.
I
You
know
love
it's
the
got
port.
You know me. I love a good port, but it's not. Boy.
I want to go
man,
play
Mills,
Resident Evil.
Mills, put this up for a second.
You mean you want to go watch Resident Evil? Am I right?
No, play Resident Evil 6.
I mean, this just looks bad. It looks so cheesy. And
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
skimming through the movie here. I mean, this is just very low budget. Oh man, the guy's out of alcohol. All right, you can cut away.
See, like this would have been good if it was.
I'm trying to find like bad guys. Like, oh, here we go. That's totally like there's bad CG, and then there's bad guy in a suit. And that's a bad guy in a suit.
You know what that reminds me of? Like old Power Rangers meets Starship Troopers.
Yeah, this is bad. Take this off the screen. I can't watch this anymore.
That's
Yeah,
It's
never
like-
mind. I'm withdrawing my wanting to watch this movie once.
it does look like junk,
Yeah,
but it looks like it would be hilarious junk.
I think. I mean,
Kind of
I-
like yoga hosers.
I think we got to do like a commentary for it.
We might have to.
Oh yeah.
But all right,
I mean, it's like yoga hosers, where it's awful, but good at the same time.
like is it like The Room? Have you watched The Room?
I haven't watched The Room yet.
Will?
Oh my God. Can we just play it now? Nobody's gonna take it down.
Tommy Wiseau's like, great. At least 2 people are watching it.
Any publicity is good publicity.
All right.
Or
Well,
Tusk.
I started to watch Tusk, and going into it, I knew it was going to be a cheesy, silly ride, and I couldn't really get into it.
Tusk actually, there's you know about his entire timeline, right?
Yeah.
It fits in there. You have to watch it, and then you'll understand a ton in Yoga Hosers.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I can't really comment on it because I haven't seen
It's
more.
hilarious.
All right. But do we want
I
to
just-
wrap up? Or we got,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty soon. I've just not been a fan of that guy ever since he stopped being fat.
He's so hilarious. He just
Why are
smokes a
you
lot of
why
weed.
are you slim shaming?
Is it because you're super skinny? Is that why? You want to be
I
like the only skinny one around?
I don't like looking at people that remind me of myself.
Okay.
Okay, then put on weight.
Give me time. I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
We do need a new husky host. So the
Yeah.
last one we have hasn't been showing up. But yeah, we should probably wrap up the show. Mills, I want to say, first of all, cut to my full screen because I'm talking. Second of all, great job, doing a great job though. There have been a couple times where like I saw cuts and switches, and I was like, "Oh, that's good job." So I just didn't want to interrupt the show. Good job. You get a Tyler arbitrary point for switching. Good.
And now quickly cut to me, Mills. I'm talking now. You better cut to me very quickly. I'm going to get pissed at you. Okay?
Okay.
Did he switch?
Yeah, he switched. Yeah. You
Okay,
can't
good
see
job,
me.
Mills.
I
Proud of you.
didn't switch. I didn't switch.
But,
I just left it on me the entire time.
So yeah, we're this is what I think this is our third live stream or the fourth live stream episode.
This is fourth because I wasn't here for the first one.
Okay.
I've been here for the last.
Yeah, you've been here for the last 2
Oh
years.
wow.
You've been here for every episode of 2020, haven't you? I think.
Yeah, except for
Wow.
No, except for the very first one.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, because
Whatever. It's not important.
Yeah, no.
You've been here for a long
It's
time.
important to Mills.
It's important to Mills, but therefore it's not important to me.
I'm catching up.
But no, yeah, we're having fun with this switching thing. Every week we do something new and a little different. We expand on the idea a little bit. Still want to do something about that wall. That it's just.
I
Creepy.
love the wall so much, though. It makes you so uncomfortable.
It makes me so uncomfortable. Yes.
Mills, does it make you uncomfortable to sit by that wall?
Cut to your wall your Mills shot there. I mean, does this make you uncomfortable at all? I mean, you can't see it because the camera's tilted down a little bit. Like Chris Hansen though is just above, just out of frame, peeking you in. That's the one that I think is the most creepy.
That's the best one.
I think the creepy.
There's just no there's no context for people.
This one's just like, what the hell? We
So,
have Jesus arm wrestling the
Will,
devil.
yeah, that you can. The viewers can't see that.
We
with
got
the camera shot.
You can move the camera. It's the end of the show. Who
Let's see,
cares?
Whatever. No one's watching at this point, right? Okay, this is bad. All right, there it is.
angel, Jesus.
Oh, I get
arm
that.
wrestling
I get
devil.
that. That's kind of badass. But like, what's with the doll? Like the doll, the guy in the poofy hat.
I actually thought that was actually an actual baby.
Yeah, you see, there's just so much.
That's weird.
There's just so
It is
much.
so creepy because it's not a real baby. Yes.
Oh, and then the greatest one of all.
Well, I can't. The picture of the wall on the wall. It's I don't know. I will. What I'm willing to negotiate on the wall. Um,
I get to keep like 4 or 5 of them.
well,
Soundproof foam
I was thinking like
except for
I've got
one
some
spot.
I've got some artwork that I have an idea for that I want to get framed anyway, but
Can I stop the
hopefully it's
recording?
big enough to just put just have put a nail in, and then when I come in to record, I just put the artwork up on the wall
Oh
and
yeah.
and block it, and then when can have it back. But I feel like that will negate all of Will's enjoyment of this whole thing.
Well, we'll talk about it later
Yeah.
when
So
I get back.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
I mean,
Also,
if we had good artwork.
the first frame custom framing place that I looked at, it was like online, was like $66, and I don't want to commit to that
No.
yet. So, but yeah, we got that whole thing, doing a great job. We're tweaking things in the studio. We're making things a little better every week. We're getting in the grooves of things. I like just focusing on the hosting and not having to switch. So it was cool having you here. But we do really got to wrap up. Mills, do you have anything online that you can point people to, like a Twitter account or something, if people want to get in touch with you?
What is my actual name on Twitter? Anyways?
While
You ask him this every week, and he's never prepared.
At Decimus on Twitter
Okay.
or at Decimus101 on Twitch.
Okay. Cool.
On Twatch, you
On
mean?
Twitch.
On Twitch.
And if you want to check out our favorite guest player of this week, watch Twatch on Twitch
Without the A.
without the A, in the Twatch. So you can check them out. I don't know. I don't even know who they are. Will, what's your? Do you have a website that's different from my website?
Go to club.fail.
Okay.
Scroll down to the very bottom. Tucked in the back, neatly. There's a little thing for our YouTube channel. So click on that. Our YouTube channel is pretty funny.
Yeah. Right now it's titled Cruising Craigslist, but you've kind of moved away from that.
Oh yeah, I've brought this up to Arthur.
Okay. Cool.
It's titled Cruising Craigslist, which is one of our shows, but
There's
that's
the gaming,
not what the channel's called.
The gaming fail one is the games.fail is the fun is a fun one. But yeah, I'm also on club.fail. If you not on the bottom, there's the top entry, the discographer. Well, I guess it's the second one. The discographers. That's the show that I do. Other than this, that's a little more serious, but still fun.
It's actually a really good show.
Oh, thank you. New episodes monthly. We're gonna be streaming here. I don't know. We haven't committed to Tuesdays or Thursdays yet. We've been bouncing around, kind of depending on our schedule. But if you follow us on Twitter or on Twitch, you'll know when we go live because we'll post a thing. So yeah. And maybe you can play in our game and not win a prize.
Mm-hmm. You could be the Arthur of
Maybe
the
a
week.
trophy.
All right.
So, all right.
I'm gonna head out.
All right. Cool. So Mills, studio shot.
Studio
Okay.
shot.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you want to do the outro music, goodbye, everyone. There's the outro. It's one of those pretty. Jeez, amateurs. I'm taking away the points. Yeah, Mills. What the hell is going on? Like, you can't.
I screwed up. Okay, it happens.
Man,
After
you're
another
giving me a
once-
bad name. Is really what you're doing.
All right,
I
Tyler.
can't believe. Oh wait. Oh crap. The mic's on.